The Monkey and the Wedge. In a busy town, where the sound of hammers echoed and sawdust filled the air, a group of hard-working carpenters was building a grand temple. Every morning, they arrived with their tools, cutting logs, hammering nails, and shaping wood. At noon, they took a break for lunch, leaving their half-finished work behind. Not far from the construction site lived a mischievous monkey. He loved to climb trees, swing from branches, and most of all, play with anything he found. He often watched the carpenters at work, his eyes filled with curiosity. One afternoon, as the carpenters went for their lunch break, the monkey noticed something interesting. A giant log lay on the ground, half split, with a large wooden wedge stuck in between. The wedge was keeping the log open, making it easier for the carpenters to cut later. The monkey scratched his head. What is this thing? Why is it stuck in the wood? He jumped onto the log, placing his legs on either side of the split. His little fingers gripped the wedge tightly. I wonder what will happen if I pull it out, he thought with a grin. Without thinking twice, he tugged at the wedge. At first, it didn't move. So he pulled harder. And harder. The wedge popped out. Before the monkey could react, the two halves of the log snapped shut with great force, right on his tail. "Ooh, wow, wow," the monkey screeched in pain. He wriggled and struggled, but his tail was trapped. No matter how much he pulled, he couldn't free himself. Just then, the carpenters returned from their lunch. Seeing the monkey stuck in the log, they laughed and clapped their hands. "Look at that silly monkey," one of them laughed. "He thought he was clever, but now he has learned a lesson." The poor monkey whimpered, pulling with all his strength. One of the carpenters picked up a stick and waved it at him. "Shoo! Get out of here, you little troublemaker!" With one final desperate tug, the monkey yanked his tail free and leaped off the log. His tail ached terribly, and he rubbed it with a pout. Without looking back, he climbed up a tree and disappeared into the forest. As he sat on a high branch, licking his wounded tail, he sighed. "Why did I meddle with something I didn't understand?" he thought. "If only I had left that wedge alone, I wouldn't be in pain now." And so, from that day on, the monkey learned to think before acting. He still loved to explore, but he never again messed with things he didn't understand. Moral of the story: curiosity without wisdom can lead to trouble. One should not interfere in things they do not understand. Acting without thinking can have painful consequences.